All right, we're going to do a film study here on KJ Jones, a two-time All-American guard out of Emmanuel College, NCAA Division II school. And KJ just led the country in scoring, almost had that 180 season that is so remarkable. 50% from the field, 40 from three, and 90 from the free throw line. KJ just missed it, shooting 87 from the free throw line and 50 and 42 splits at the field goal and three. We're going to study KJ and what he does well, what makes him a remarkable scorer, and how does he get to his scoring spot. So let's let the film roll and let's take a look at this. So Emmanuel here is in the light colored jersey, and you'll see KJ here down number one, setting this little cross screen to screener action, then coming off a ball screen. And this is one thing when you watch the film of KJ that he does so well, is that he gets to the free throw line. A lot of great scorers do. They get to the free throw line a lot. He draws contact. Great little shot fake to get defender up in the air. This is against, at the time, a top 5 team in the country. Number 1 team in the conference, UNC Pembroke. Again, KJ does a great job. And one thing I'll point out right now that you'll see with KJ and his scoring ability, well, he does these things. He can shoot the three, off the catch, off the bounce. He can get to the rim and draw a lot of fouls, as I just mentioned. So he gets a lot of free points at the free throw line. And then he works really well off of the bounce. Last thing I would note is he plays without the ball well. For a guy that leads the country in scoring, he picks his spots. He understands how to space away, how sometimes just to stand, when to burst and get open, how to backdoor cut. And you'll see that play out in these clips we're going to go over. Again, same game here. KJ's in the bottom left of the screen, sitting in the corner here. Again, there's patience, a little breakdown, don't get anything off the post up late in the shot clock. He's got to go make a play, step back three. Really good creation of space there off the dribble. Now we're seeing some full court zone pressure, slow down the game. Really nice back door there. Let's go back and run that one more time. And this is actually a play design that you'll see Emmanuel run a lot. When you get a player like KJ, oftentimes he's going to get denied. They're going to overplay him, trying to keep the ball out of his hands. And so this is a little screen away designed turn down on the screen away with a backdoor cut, and they send the second cutter. KJ gets that a lot when you watch film. Back half of the season, they get a lot of that second cutter action towards the rim. All right, here's an out of bounds underneath. You see KJ coming off a little screen action. Doesn't like the initial catch. Hits the little jab step and shoots it over the top. Smaller guard right here. Not even that great of a jab, but just does bring the ball down as if he's going to drive, and then is able to just rise up, shoot over the top of the defender. Again, great scores. They're not affected, like KJ, not affected much by a soft hand closeout. Again, there's some of your second cutter, backdoor action play. Easy layup. Again, players that are watching this that are really good, or coaches that are watching, you're going to see some play design that'll get some of your better players some action with the ball in their hands. Again, this is KJ working off the bounce. Notice he draws contact so well at the end of his drives. He puts his shoulder into the defender's chest, initiates contact. Something a lot of good playmakers do who know how to get to the free throw line. Again, KJ moving well without the ball. Another backdoor cut, getting the and one finish. Right here, here's a clip of KJ just getting an offensive rebound putback. And I think really good scorers have recognition. It's situational awareness. And when you have a smaller player on you, you can go get offensive rebounds, especially if they don't put a body on you, which happens here. Just an easy tap in is a way to get easy buckets. When you average 26 a game, you're going to find ways to get action and get easy buckets like that. Another simple play design with a little high post catch, a little isolation. Looks like a little tried ball screen, rub cut, fake ghost screen. Not sure exactly what they're trying to do there, but it creates that gap there for KJ to attack to get to the paint, finishing off 2 feet. The national tournament game here. Again, KJ's patient on the weak side. There's no rush. Just a simple ball screen where he rejects it. Here's a clear out. No help side defense. Again, we've seen this action before. They overplay that what might be a handoff or a kick out, and he takes advantage of it with a hard backdoor cut. One thing I'd highlight is just watch the burst of speed, the change of speed right here with KJ. He's going to step up, and then he's going to get a hard backdoor cut for the easy dunk. Again, showing you clips against some high-level teams, some really good defensive teams. Okay, this is something, again, I pointed out earlier. He jumps into the defender, creates the contact, putting his shoulder right into his chest. Sometimes at PGC we call this nostril time, where you take and you're not trying to hurt anybody, you're not doing anything dirty, but you're taking those elbows and you're creating room where somebody has to move their head back, nostril time. And KJ does a really good job of just creating contact at the end of the drive, putting that shoulder into the chest. Again, right here, you're going to see KJ play off the shot fake. Really nice shot fake, jab, and then the finish with the left hand against, that's a 7-footer in there that he's finishing against. Here we are deep in the conference tournament. Operating off the ball screen. They go under. He can shoot behind the ball screen. Again, KJ's got a little bit of everything in his bag here. Off the bounce, moving without the ball, finishing inside. The one thing you won't see in these clips, and I don't see a ton of, that I think probably will add in his senior year next year, is a little bit more of mid-range pull up where he doesn't get all the way to the rim. Again, right there, an and one finish. Have a broken down play right here. Again, he rejects the ball screen, creates contact, gets the and one finish. One thing that's really impressive with KJ is he doesn't get rushed. He doesn't overexert. You don't see him take a lot of bad shots. I mean, one thing you would often see with players that lead their team in scoring, you might see sometimes 3 or 4 times a game and like, didn't love that shot. But with KJ, you don't see much force. Here you see off the bounce, he turns it into a little bit of a post up, simple step through, nice little scoop shot with that inside hand, and he finishes so well with both hands around the rim. All right, so right here you're going to see Emmanuel run a little shuffle cut screen that turns into a post up. They like this action. with Spud here, and they're working on a post up, and he creates a double team, creates a scramble, nice drive and kick. KJ gets a pretty good look there. Again, that's all created off the post up, and they keep them in rotation, and they keep advantage basketball going to get a wide open three. Here's a nice little play design versus a zone defense out of bounds. So we'll set it up for you. And right here, you see them overload. They put a box set in, and they're just going to screen in on the zone, occupy some of those defenders. Nothing complex here, but a nice little overload play off an inbounds when you see a 2-3 or a matchup zone underneath. Here's KJ able to make it happen in transition. Again, so good with creating contact, getting and one, finishing at the rim. Again, showing the ability to catch and shoot off the three, coming off a back screen, then coming out, getting that look, moving well without the ball. Again, doesn't force it on the initial drive, kicks it out. Patient, gets a little kickback for the wide open catch and shoot three. And again, you may be watching this film isolated and saying, well, he's the leading scorer in the country and he's getting some pretty good looks. Well, you're also on a good team where there's other guys that can play and score the ball, shoot the ball, that have to be honored. Again, another drive. Getting on 2 feet in the paint, under control. All right, right here you're going to see once KJ gets it over here on the weak side, he's got a really aggressive defender on him, playing physical. He doesn't allow the chaos to rush him. He plays under control, drawing the foul. Just another characteristic of good veteran scorers. They don't get rushed. They don't allow aggressive defenders, which you're going to see when you're an elite scorer, to get them out of their element. Again, they're up in them. Nice rip move. Left hand finish, gets there off one. All right, this right here, you're just going to see KJ really showing what he can do off the bounce and creating one-on-one. There's a clear out, a little bit of a ball screen, but it really gets the switch, and then there's a clear out, and he just goes to work here. A little hesitation, step back. That's a high-level scoring move. You don't usually see that at this level. Again, call these Barclays. A drive turns into a post up. Tough shot. I mean, this is just a player who's put a lot of time into his craft, hitting those type of shots. Again, another clear out. He's kind of in a groove right now, and they're kind of late game, burning some clock, then letting him create off the bounce one-on-one. Again, these are more your higher level advanced finishes. So when studying great scores like this, you'll see a few things. Number one, you see skilled players, somebody that can go left, go right, they can shoot the three, they can pull up, they can post up. This is a versatile basketball player. You see somebody who understands not only how to play with the ball in their hands, but also play with the ball when the ball is not in their hands. And then the third thing is just getting to the line. Didn't show you him shooting free throws, but it showed a lot of clips of him getting and ones or getting fouled at the basket, and doing that because he can create contact. So that's your film breakdown of KJ Jones of Emmanuel College.